Today, I'm going to show you the effects pedals that I use with my amp. But there's one little problem here. Yeah, that's not exactly ideal, and I actually have a live gig coming up really soon. So while I was at Replay Guitar Exchange the other day filming the video for the 3 best metal practice amps, you guys saw that a few days ago, I decided it was time to pick up something like this. So yeah, we've got the Pedaltrain here. Yeah, it's the Pedaltrain, and this is the Novo 18. I've actually never used one of these before. Back in the day when I played live a lot more, I'd either have pedals just on the ground, or oftentimes I played through a processor for my effects. Actually, I had the old Digitech RP10. I don't know how many of you remember that unit. If you do remember that, and if you had that, please leave a comment. All right, so let's get to work putting together the Pedaltrain. I've got this Velcro and stuff. I gotta put all this together somehow. Now, it's a little tight in my studio upstairs. That's a small room, so I figured, hey, let's come downstairs and do this little project outside because it's beautiful out here today. So, and I don't think I'll need any instructions. All right, so first things first, I want to wipe this thing down. I've just got a little all-purpose cleaner. Just spray just a little on this, not too much. And the reason for this is you want a clean surface so the adhesive sticks a little better. Is it metal to drink the cleaner? No, it's not. I'm not even sure why I did that. All right, so the next step, we need to put the Velcro on here, okay? So I don't know that it matters which side you use. The company that makes Pedaltrain, they actually say that most people use the fuzzy side, okay? So we're just gonna go with that. But really, I don't think it matters as long as you've got one side on the Pedaltrain board and the other side on the pedal. They're still gonna stick, I think. Yeah. Now, obviously, we have to cut this, so we're gonna measure this out first. So about right here, and then we'll just cut it. So we've got our first strip, and I'm gonna go ahead and just take this stuff off here, this little paper off here, and we're gonna place it on the pedal board, and hopefully I don't screw up. So I'm not gonna peel the entire thing off, I'm just gonna peel a little off at a time, and I'm just gonna press down as we go. I think for the most part I did okay here, but it's just a little uneven when we get down here, but not really enough to worry about. See this little side here? So yeah. I've got 4 more to go, and because I am prone to screwing things up, even the most simple things like this, I think I'm gonna get some help. That's better. Now let's get back to work.
You see me from inside, but you'll never know my name. Just waiting for the light, I've been waiting for mine. Can you see past all these lies? Can you break this wall of shame? Tomorrow I'll be moving on, I'm just passing through.
All right, that part went pretty smooth for the most part, and we've even got some Velcro left over. And I actually think I did a pretty decent job. I mean, there's some parts I probably could have done a little bit better on, but hey, I think this will work just fine. So now we've got to put the other side of the Velcro onto our effects pedals, and there's a few different ways that you can do this. Some people will put 2 strips of Velcro. They'll put one here and then one here. Other people will just make a long strip all the way across, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. Now, another note is some people have been known to unscrew the back of pedals like this Boss. This is the, again, the DD7 digital delay. Some people unscrew the back and take this plate off and then screw it back in so you've got a flat surface. And then, as you can see on these MXR pedals, this is the classic distortion, they've got these little feet here. I'm gonna try doing this without removing anything. I'm just gonna put the Velcro on like that and like that, and I'm gonna see if that works. Now, I mentioned I wasn't going to take these little these little rubber things off, and this was only on my MXR classic distortion pedal. It was not on my chorus or my smart gate. The digital delay, I didn't take the back off of that. I think I'm able to get, you know, a decent secure stick even with that back plate on there. So that I'm not worried about, but yes, we've got to take these little things off right here. Now, we have not connected our power supply yet. I've got this One Spot Pro. I bought this a while back and it's proven to be a nifty little device here, but we've got to connect this to the pedal board as well, so of course we can get power without having to use batteries. Typically, guitarists will place this underneath the pedal board, but there's a little problem that I've run into with this specific box. As you can see, it fits perfectly right here in this little slot right there. That fits really well. I've got, you know, where I can plug in my pedals right here, so that's very convenient. However, so yeah, the power supply is blocked. So where I plug the pedals in, that's fine right here, but as you saw on the other side there, where you actually plug it into the wall or to the outlet, that's on the bottom, so that's going to be blocked. Now, the True Tone One Spot Pro, it does come with brackets, so you can place brackets on here, but to do that, you would actually have to screw into the pedal board to still get that to fit on. I'm just not a big fan of that. I know it seems like an easy task, but you know, I'm just gonna mount this with Velcro on top of the pedal board like all the rest of the pedals. All right, we're back in the studio and now it's time to connect all the pedals and place everything where I want it to be placed on the Pedaltrain pedal board. So let's do that.
Now that I own your soul, tell me if it lies right. But find my soul is in a place so far away. I'm not of this world. I'll never fit your mold and I'll never try again. Consumed like the dragon's flame.
What's cool is when you turn this over, and I'll just go ahead and turn it all the way over so you can see this. You've got some, you know, some wires back here where you're connecting, and you can actually tie these together with ties if you want to just make it more tidy. I was not trying to make a pun, but you know what I mean. So you could actually tie these together just to make it a little bit more neat, and I may do that later. So I had to mess around with this a little bit, see where I wanted the pedals, and as you can see, I've got the smart gate and the distortion pedal, or the classic distortion, I've got those placed together because those are actually going to go before the amp. I don't have any longer connector cables at this point, so I just placed those together. And then you see up here, I've got the MXR chorus and digital delay pedal. Those are together as well. Those two pedals will actually be going through the effects loop of my EVH amp or whatever amp I'm using. Now, I may change the way those pedals look right now. I may rearrange those at some point. And of course, I'll probably add another pedal or two. I'm not huge on having a ton of effects because I don't want to have to worry about a lot of stuff on stage. And a lot of times that's because when I'm playing my own music, my own metal music, I'm singing and playing and having to do the guitar solos as well. And the less I have to worry about on the ground where the pedals are, then the better off I am. So I keep things very, very simple. And again, I'll probably add a couple more pedals, but let's get this thing now connected to the amp.
You think you have the right to push everyone around you. It's just a matter of time. You will fall, followed by your pride.
All right, so it's pretty obvious what we need to do now. Everything's connected. We need to make sure it works, so let's plug in. Alright guys, so I am loving this Pedaltrain pedal board. Again, I've never owned one of these before. This is my first time using it, and it just makes everything so simple. Everything's just right there, and I guess what I like most about it is the fact that I can put this board in a carrying case, and that's it. I just carry it on to the gig, and I bring it back to the studio and everything's intact. So that's gonna save a lot of time and frustration. Now again, I have the Novo 18, and this board is a bit bigger than probably what I need. I don't have a lot of pedals, as you guys see, but I probably will add one or two more. And even though I say I'm kind of a minimalist, you know how pedals are. You buy one, it's like, hey, you know, I think I want this one over here too. So I've got plenty of room to expand on this board, which is really cool. So guys, let me know if you have a Pedaltrain pedal board or what type of pedal board you have. And hey, throw me the effects too. Let me know what effects you guys are using. I'd love to know that in the comments below. Guys, as always, thank you so much for supporting my channel and supporting my music. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out the links in the description of this video as well. I've got a free guitar practice guide for you. I've got to where you can sign up to listen to my music and that sort of thing, and there's all kind of cool stuff in there. So check out the YouTube description, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, keep it metal.